Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Jonathan Wessel here with another Stuntman Reacts video. This time I'm going to be reacting to a movie called Atlantis Conspiracy, which is a sci-fi action short film. It'll be interesting to see how this one goes. Whenever I see sci-fi, my mind automatically goes to it's going to be futuristic with a lot of visual effects, and maybe not the best visual effects. We'll see. Sometimes they can be really good, other times they won't be very good. We're going to take a look at it and see and break down the action in it. Let's jump in. Okay, so far we're not seeing any significant stunts in the action. Everyone that's fallen down so far has fallen out of frame, or we've seen them start to fall, but we don't see the whole fall happen, which is kind of sad because you know, as a stunt performer, if you gotta take a wreck, you want the wreck to be seen as much as possible. You want to see the whole thing, especially if you're falling off a building. You want to see it falling as far as possible. If you're being thrown into a side of a building and falling to the ground, you want to see the fall to the ground as well, not just hitting the building. So the fact that you can't see any of these guys hitting the ground is kind of a shame, but also it doesn't look as cool when you just have them kind of falling out of frame constantly. That felt like the old film style of getting shot and you go, ah! Like, there's no reason for your arms to go up in the air like that. When you get shot, you know, if you're dead, typically your arms are going to go flailing up in the air, right? So, the fact that he gets shot and kind of arms go up in the air as he falls down seems a little silly. Let's look at that again, actually. I'm guessing he's doing that to help control his body a little bit, coming down the stairs, but it just looked kind of funny.
Neutralize will tank. Secure the package. Roger. What'd you think?
What's up?
Tackling someone out of the way, classic, and they're falling behind a big crate, so they're falling onto a mat. No doubt about that.
No. I got this.
He does some sort of a dive roll across the other side, but we don't really see it at all, which, again, the editing is not the greatest. He's starting to do his roll, his maneuver, next shot, so he's kind of going for it. I don't know if he's supposed to be sliding across the ground on one hand or what. It's not clear because of how tight the shot is. Then he kind of rolls out and now he's up. So it's really hard to follow what's happening there exactly. When you're doing stunts, when you're doing action, you want the action to be clearly seen and understood what's happening. I don't know if he was doing a roll, if he was supposed to somehow launch himself and using that piece of cloth, which I'm guessing has the armor in it. I'm guessing that's what that is. Is he sliding across the ground? I'm not sure. I'm confused. That's why you need to make sure it's clear what's happening.
John, go, take the gauntlet.
I'm not leaving.
John, listen to me. This is bigger than us.
Not now. Not a chance.
No, you're no good to us, Dad.
Well, neither are you.
Oh, there's the classic. You're no good to us, Dad. Neither are you, Mr. Beaver. Oh, sorry. I just went right to Chronicles of Narnia. Still remember that one. Okay, so we have a guy being launched backwards. Now I'm curious. I couldn't tell if that was practical or CG. It just happens so fast. Here's another thing too. If it happens super fast like that, it's one of two things. Either it's CG or it's practical and they speed ramped it to make it look cool, like he's getting blasted back really fast. But the shot's so brief that that fast action looks unnatural and makes me wonder if it's CG. So what you're doing is, if you're making a film and you want a piece of action like that that's practical or CG, make sure it's long enough we can see what's happening, and don't speed it up so much that it seems unnatural. That was very unnatural looking. There's another one where he's getting launched back and they change angles. That one wasn't too bad. The cracks on the wall are obviously CG. Right there, that's all CG. I think he's self-motivated. So I think he's practical and he's being pulled back on a wire. And then here, I think he's self-motivating. He's just running, he's jumping and spinning. So he takes off running towards the wall, jumps and turns his body so he can land back into it. Oh, and there's another example of bad editing. This guy's back here ready to shoot him. He doesn't see him, so she shoots him. So now we cut to her shooting the guy. We're going to cut back to the other guy from her perspective, from that angle. He's already looking at him, getting shot. And so the problem with that, and he doesn't react, he's kind of like, oh, cool, I almost got shot. So it would have been better if in the next shot, so we have him looking away from camera right here, or looking away from the bad guy here, she shoots, and to have him right at this moment here, still looking the other way, now starting to turn back, seeing him getting shot, that would link everything together much better. And now the very next shot, she's really close to him, and she barely took a step at all in the other shot. Maybe I'm nitpicking again. I tend to do that a lot. But here she is. She barely steps. So the way you can fix that, by the way, walk out of frame. At least be almost completely out of frame, if not all the way out of frame, before you cut to her standing right next to him. Because she just rocks her body forward, and the next shot, she's next to him. See? Just like that. We're jumping in time in places where it doesn't make any sense to jump in time. So the fact that she barely moves forward, the next shot, she's almost next to him already, implying she's probably walked 20 feet in a split second, it messes with our brains. It would work better if she would walked off frame and then show her there. Alright, so that was a very interesting film. Not a ton of action to break down, a few things here and there, but that just makes for a shorter video. So, be sure to give this video a like, comment below about an action sequence you would like me to react to or break down at some point, and be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification button, and share this with your friends. Thank you so much. See you next time.